Hello and welcome to our very special podcast episode, a conversation between two class 11s from the Heritage School who unexpectedly found themselves in the middle of the corporate world.
That's right, we are interns at the JPNR Corporate Consultants, and for the past few weeks we have been learning, panicking over Excel formulas and trying to grasp concepts.
From our first day walking into the office wide-eyed and clueless to actually analyzing balance sheets and taking a part in JPNR's annual fest, Urja, we've made it through.
And today's episode is all about our journey at the JPNR Corporate Consultants.
So Lavanya, let's start with the basics. Tell our listeners a bit about yourself. Who are you? Why are you here? And what made you sign up for accounting in the summer?
Well, I'm Lavanya Kakrania, currently studying in class 11 Commerce in the Heritage School, and I thought instead of binge watching crime thrillers all summer, I should actually solve some real life financial mysteries. And turns out tax laws are way scarier than any Netflix series.
Relatable. Hi everyone, I'm Aanishka and a student of class 11 at the Heritage School. And honestly, when I saw the word internship, I just thought it'd be like a fancier word for watch and learn. Turns out they actually expect you to do stuff.
They do. Okay, so let's rewind and to day one. Like, what exactly were you expecting?
Honestly, like a lot of nodding, maybe a little copy pasting, right? But what I did not expect was being handed actual responsibilities. Like, I genuinely remember myself thinking, like, wait, this Excel sheet has real numbers involved, like real money.
So true.
So scary.
Same, I thought I'll be doing some coffee runs, minor data entry, but I was analyzing like billion-rupee consulting firms.
That was crazy.
It is scary. It is scary, and like it was feeling like I was being tested for a CFA exam.
There's a unique kind of panic when you realize that you're literally analyzing the current ratio of a company that's literally older than you. But okay, now let's compare like the two worlds: office versus school life. What's like the biggest difference?
So like in school you raise a hand and then the teacher answers your question,
right.
But in office like you raise your eyebrows and just hope that someone notices that you're confused.
I mean, the environment too, it is so different. Oh my god. In school, I feel like we get a very theoretical experience. But in the office, it's so practical and so hands-on. So the difference is it's alarming, honestly.
But like jokes aside, both places teach you a lot, and like
yeah,
a school gives you a theory, and the office it breaks the theory into practical real life experience.
And have to like fix it with the team.
Yes, yeah. It's teamwork.
But like in all seriousness, I feel like we really have learned a lot. Whether it's filing, tallying, or even learning what a TDS return means.
Wait, what actually is TDS?
Right, everyone around us I feel like was saying TDS this, TDS that. And I was like just aimlessly nodding, totally deducted something.
But then we learned what TDS actually is. Its full form is Tax Deducted at Source.
Yes,
we did it. It's basically the government saying don't wait till the year end to pay your taxes, start now. So whenever a payment is made like a salary, rent or a professional fee, a small portion is deducted and it is deposited to the government directly.
That's just it. Let's break down what we actually did during the internship, because honestly, it wasn't just printing and nodding.
Not even close. We got a hands-on experience on analyzing balance sheet of major consulting firms and companies, real numbers, real data, and real consequences.
We dove into balance sheet ratios, right? Current ratio, working capital ratio, debt equity ratio, you name it. And you know what the best part is? We genuinely understood how they connect to real life business decisions.
Also, let's be honest, the moment you learn how to analyze a balance sheet, you become like a financial detective. So you go like, oh, this is why their profits are dropping.
But it wasn't all spreadsheets and seriousness, right? We also got to be a part of JPNR's annual event, Urja.
Oh, it was fun. Yes, we danced our hearts out. We screamed, we laughed, and it really made us feel like part of a team and a powerful, like there's something powerful about a company who gives as much as value to culture more than compliance.
Now, while the experience was super enriching, let's not pretend it was all like smooth sailing, right? There were definitely some challenges along the way. What would you like to say about them?
Yes, like the first time we saw a sheet, like a balance sheet, it was like a maze. Rows, columns, adjustment, and we were just trying to figure out where the numbers ended.
Honestly, for me, the biggest challenges was like the shift in mindset, right? Honestly, if I had to describe the office vibe at JPNR in one word, it would probably be dynamic. Professional, yes, but never dull.
Never actually, and like definitely there was always something going on, like a client call here or discussion on compliance rules there, and in the middle of it, four slightly confused interns trying to get hold of the GST provisions and income tax returns.
But thankfully, we weren't alone. We always had the amazing CA articles, Diya Di, Paridhi Di, Muskan Di and Ayushi Di to help us.
Every time, but they had the perfect balance of being knowledgeable and incredibly fun. They were fun.
I agree, yeah.
And you can ask them anything from is this calculation right to what exactly does this acronym mean, and they would always help out. No matter how busy they were.
Also, fun fact, if you hang around long enough near a CA articles desk, you learn way more than you do in an entire classroom session. Just listen, absorb and nod thoughtfully.
This might come off a little dramatic, but JPNR didn't just give us work, it gave us an environment where support was just a desk away and there was, always an company.
Agreed, yeah. You know what's super wild? A few weeks ago, financial statements literally felt as if they've been written in another language.
So true.
But now we can actually read them without panicking. So
exactly, the internship didn't introduce to financial statements. It made us comfortable with them. We are not just scanning numbers, but we are understanding what they mean. What they implement.
I think that's one of the biggest takeaways from this internship. The confidence that it has instilled in us, right? Not just in using Excel, right? But in genuinely making sense of the numbers behind a business.
Honestly, I think I'll miss the real world relevance.
Absolutely, yeah.
Every day we are working on something that is actually relevant. Actually, you could use it, in real life. And whether it was working on ITR, income tax return, or even helping with a report
to show to a client. I get that. Yeah. Same, but in school, it feels like we're just studying things for the sake of it, for the sake of an exam, right? But here, every skill that we picked up, every formula, every Excel formula actually, every shortcut, everything, you could just see how it perfectly fit into the bigger picture.
And of course, I'll miss having people around who were ready to help even though they were super busy with themselves. And this kind of atmosphere, it's very rare.
Agreed, yeah. And with that, our internship journey comes to an end. But what truly stays with us is the learning, the laughter, and honestly the growth we've experienced here at JPNR.
Try to take a moment to show our heartfelt gratitude to Neeraj sir, Roshan sir and Jayesh sir, who were our mentors throughout this journey.
Neeraj sir especially, I think he took time out of his incredibly busy schedule to explain concepts, share real world insights, and make sure that we didn't actually do stuff for the sake of it, but we actually understood the why behind whatever we were doing. And that is honestly something we'll always value.
So thank you, sir, for believing in 4 unsure interns and making us very confident we'll carry our lessons wherever we go.
We absolutely will. This is us,
Lavanya Kakrania
and Aanishka signing off from JPNR, but definitely not signing off from everything we've learned here. Thank you.